It does.
Every freaking time. Hi, Lenny.
Oh, Andy.
Hey, how's it going?
Feels like it's been forever.
It does. This 2-week thing, But,
I like the fall. The fall is my favorite time of the year. So I'm kind of looking forward to the every week thing eventually when the weather starts crapping out.
Yeah, I agree.
2 weeks feels like such a long time.
I was saying I get rusty. I start making mistakes when I'm like doing the production side because I like, oh shit, I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, but
rusty.
But let me tell you, Len, I'm in trouble. Because my wife just yelled at me, accusing me of not listening to a word she was saying. Seemed like an awfully strange way to start a conversation to me.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, okay. All right, let's just start the show. That worked. That worked out well. Hi. See what I mean about getting rusty?
Andy?
I also jammed out a little too loud to that. I had it like cranked up in my earbuds. I can't hear now.
Oh, fucking yeah. Were you bobbing?
Oh, you can't see the green room. I can see the green room, so I can kind of see you.
Oh,
but it's all grayed out. I forgot you couldn't see that.
Oh my God. I gotta remember that.
I shouldn't have told you that. Welcome to episode 24 of the Nonsense Zone. I'm Andy Biggs. This man right here, the greatest co-host in the history of podcasting, Lenny Bruce.
Yeah. See the hand?
Sorry, I would say Lenny Bruce.
You know what I noticed that when you do that? There's a guy at the very end that goes, yeah. You hear him?
Oh, really? Hold on.
Oh, yeah. He's very.
No, there's a yeah.
Yeah, there's a yeah guy at the end.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That makes me happy. That makes me happy.
Oh, yeah. I'll perk you right up.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets it in at the very last.
But yeah, when you slip it in the yeah.
Right over everybody's shoulders. Yeah. Speaking of rocking out, did you see? I don't follow up on any entertainment and nothing. I don't really care. There's a rapper that tries to be badass, and you know what his name is? You know what his go-to name is?
No, I don't.
Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah, I know him because I know the only reason I know who he is because, especially during COVID when there was absolutely nothing on TV. And there's no way to entertain yourself or anything. I got really into watching wrestling every week. And I used to watch it, but I didn't watch it every week. I just watched it here and there. I thought Bad Bunny shows up on wrestling every now and then.
As a performer or as a wrestler?
Mostly as a performer, but he does get involved in a match every now and then.
You can't be bad and a bunny.
And actually, I'm far enough into the wrestling these days that I'm working on possibly going to WrestleMania in Las Vegas in April.
Oh no.
It would be fun. It's a good time. Well, good night, everybody.
I'm at a loss for words.
Hold on.
Yeah, you need to go on a pogo stick. Picture Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny coming into the ring on his pogo stick. Oh man, that fucker. He's bad. He is bad.
He's bad. He's a bad bunny.
He's a bad bunny. He takes himself seriously.
You know who I just can't. And I don't know. I mean, when you start talking negatively about like popular people and stuff, it could potentially upset some people, but I just can't do this jelly roll guy.
Oh yeah, what's with the roll? You got a 400-pound tattooed guy and he goes by Jelly Roll? Why? Why Jelly Roll? Does he eat far too many jelly rolls?
Well, yeah, I think it's the with the strawberry and the white cream and the jelly rolls. The jelly rolls. He's that size because of the jelly rolls.
I mean, there's another guy. He just did a song with MGK, and it's like,
no, I can't stand him either. Fuck them all.
Fuck them.
It's
Jelly Roll. Like, no, I like to see Jelly Roll and Bad Bunny go at it.
That could happen. That could happen.
You don't want to fuck with the bunny. What? Lay off, Jelly Roll, you fat fuck.
You guys started like throwing insults and stuff.
Yeah, here comes Jelly Roll. Like, I don't want to fuck with Jelly Roll. No, you don't want to fuck with Jelly Roll.
Listen here, Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
You better have those machine guns ready, Kelly. They're all pretty. They're all pretty. A little too impressed with themselves, like us.
Yes, we're very impressed.
Yes,
very impressed. Oh my God! Speaking of, I heard a song yesterday. Remember the song "Barbie Girl"? It was pretty popular, maybe late '90s, early 2000s.
Yep.
There was a guy I worked with at that dealership years ago.
Yep.
And he rolled up. Now, he thought he was pretty slick, this cat. He still does, and he was dead wrong. I remember it was summertime, and the doors were open. He rolled up all fast and badass, jumps out of the car, almost still moving, cranking Barbie Girl.
Wow, that's a brave choice.
Oh yeah, he got out and he was like, it was just starting too, and he was like, the whole time he was fiddle fucking around out around the car, forget what he was doing. I was standing there like, he's bad to the bone listening to Barbie Girl. He was in a Barbie world.
That's I mean, that's an interesting choice.
You can't be badass and cranking Barbie Girl. I mean, it wasn't a horrible tune for. Right. He was bad.
A Barbie Girl could probably pull up and be badass playing Barbie Girl.
Imagine if they redid that song now, like with all the different to-dos. They'd be like, "Hiya, Barbie. I can. You want to go for a ride? Sure. Jump in. I'm a Barbie girl. What the fuck happened to Barbie? Oh, Ken, I'm having so much fun. Oh, the song's over.
We're probably the only two people that didn't see the Barbie movie. So, I mean, there's probably other people that are like, kind of like,
Was that song in the movie? Was that song in the movie?
I have no idea. I didn't see it.
I was just testing. I was testing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was in it. Seems to know an awful lot for somebody that never seen the movie.
Yeah. 45 minutes in, I cranked Barbie Girl.
I still say, and maybe we got to start up a petition here. I did go and see, and I'm not going to do a review or anything like that, but I did go and see the new Deadpool movie, and it's hilarious. And I got to say, we got to get Len. Len likes action movies. Len likes to laugh. I think Len would love the Deadpool movies, especially how funny they are.
I've heard of them, never seen them.
I've mentioned it to Len. Of course, Len won't watch anything I suggest. Remember,
Cannonball Run.
I tried to get him to watch John Wick. Rainy day. He's home watching Cannonball Run for the 15th time.
It was really good.
He's like, "What are you doing? I'm watching Cannonball Run." Cannonball Run's a great movie, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Not if I recommend it, you're not going to watch it.
Oh man. Oh, Ken, I'm having so much fun. Barbie.
Remember, I had the boss that when I first got hired at one of my previous employer that I used to bring Len to all my corporate dinners and stuff, which And maybe now in hindsight, that might have looked a little odd, but
we could have been we could have been the new Barbie girl.
we could have. But we
Hey,
walk
you
in.
want to go to dinner? Sure.
This older lady was my boss, and she's just like when we walk into the restaurant. Oh, Andrew, you're sitting right here next to me, so I can keep an eye on you. And I heard, Andrew's from him for.
Andrew
for
the
whole
night.
For the next dozen years or so, I heard, Andrew.
Andrew, come sit next to me. You ever heard that song, Barbie Girl? That was me.
No.
Barbie's not Barbie anymore. No. It's Bobby.
No.
Bobby Girl.
Okay.
All right.
So just last episode, I was sick. Turns out my wife and I both ended up with COVID. That was fun.
Yeah.
And
there he is.
we got the at the end.
But
so I went from, July was just a mess. So I went from my daughter being sick to giving her amoxicillin to finding out, she's allergic to amoxicillin, to mommy and daddy both getting COVID.
Oh, mommy and daddy.
It was a rough month. Yeah.
Oh, you want to go for a ride? Yep, he got sick.
Okay, well, so the Olympics are going on right now. Mm-hmm. And so I have an Olympic special.
What?
Well, hold on. Here's the Olympics.
There they are.
So this is, been really getting into the Olympics this year. So I wanted to just do a quick recap. There's been women's beach volleyball, which is. And
I'm waiting for something.
There's more women's beach volleyball.
Oh yeah. Huh.
There's some more women's beach volleyball.
Oh yeah.
Huh. Women's beach volleyball.
There's more.
There's more. Beach volleyball. Oh yes, here was the women's beach volleyball that I've been watching. Yeah.
Huh. I didn't know you were such an Olympic enthusiast.
There's some more women's beach volleyball. If you watch this slide.
Huh.
And, women's beach volleyball.
Holy cow!
I've been watching that.
Whoa!
And
what do you do while you watch it?
And that's the Olympics. So,
hey!
From what I hear, there may be some other sports, but I've been.
What do you do when you watch the volleyball?
I cheer, Lenny. I cheer.
Oh, you do?
Yes. Really get into it.
Do you get the last minute? Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
That was you. It was you.
It was me. And U.S. didn't medal for the first time in a long time. But yeah.
And U.S. loves to medal. They love to medal.
In the women's beach volleyball. Again, I hear there are other sports going on, but
yeah.
Have you watched the Olympics at all then?
No, I don't give a fuck.
I could tell while I was doing the slideshow. No,
sometimes I don't know. I don't want to come across as a person who I'm not tooting my own horn by any means, but I guess I pride myself a little bit.
Are you tooting your own horn?
Toot, 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 toot.
I'm sorry.
Being like maybe a free spirit. I care about a lot of things that are very important things, but for the most part, I really don't give a fuck.
Well, I'd like to. Let's check back in with the beach volleyball.
They're winning. They are medaling.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Oh,
sorry. Yeah. But it's. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, I still say our idea for reinstituting the draft. But you don't get drafted into the military. You get drafted into a random sport in the Olympics.
That would be
Lenny Bruce. You are doing the balance beam.
Woohoo! Oh, fuck, I am.
Now flip.
What? Call the ambulance. The ambulance. That's before I try the flip. I'm getting mauled. I'm basically getting mauled to death right now, and nobody can tell, by a fruit fly.
Oh, the bugs have been bad this year.
Every 2 seconds, he's in my face. I'll kill him. It's a him. I know it's a him.
It's definitely a him. Yeah.
I sext him. Yep.
Oh,
I
nice.
sext him.
So,
Ready?
How's that working out?
Ready?
So Len reached out to me this morning. He said he had a little picture that he wanted to share.
Oh, yes.
So
Andy, yes.
Bear with me as I try to find this. Hold on.
Before you show it, I'll do a quick briefing about what brought it up.
Okay, sure.
It's funny you say that, because I was walking through Wally a couple of weeks ago, and I think I sent you a picture. I rounded a corner, and there's these 2 guys, clearly like 40 years old tops. And on the cover of this package, they're both wrapped in these adult diapers. Like,
I have the pictures that I made. All right, yeah. So go ahead.
Oh, they're like Tighty Whiteys. Then I got laughing at myself. I'm like, I wonder, has Andy ever in his life, whether a young lad, have you ever sported Tighty Whiteys?
I think when I was a young lad, yeah, I think I did.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, yeah. Before you had the option of switching over to what you prefer, you were strapped into Tighty Whiteys.
I think so. Yeah, I believe I did.
The first thing that came to my mind is how tighty the Whiteys were. And that's when I come up with the idea. It's like, if you ever see the old school burglars, they would go in with the women's nylons over their face.
Oh, okay.
And they're all that's what your pepper looks like when they're crammed in the tighties.
Interesting.
There's no room in there. Your pickle's just like pressed up against the screen door, like, oh, let me out of here. But there's people out there that wear them. They prefer them. There it is. Look at bad guy. There it is.
This is the picture Len sent me. Yeah.
That's the picture of your pepper in the Tighty Whiteys. Look at your pepper.
Did you wear Tighty Whiteys?
Oh, fuck yes, I did.
Of course. Everybody did. That is like Generation X. Like they did their time with the Tighty Whiteys. And that's probably why Len ended up being a commando guy for like a decade.
Once I broke out of that, oh my God, that cage. I would have been a nudist if it was socially acceptable. Look at your pepper.
And why is it gotta be my pepper? Here's our new sponsorship. We have. So we're starting to gain attention here, and Len got offered a chance to model for these. Wow,
is that so close to correct?
Well, what I like is it neutralizes odors. So I mean,
I better put 2 of them on.
Mr. Maximum. I think we'll just leave this up for the rest of the episode.
Why does it got to be my pepper? He says.
Right. I mean, it's a legitimate question.
Wearing Tighty Whiteys comes with so much responsibility because they're white and they're tight.
Yeah.
So many things could go on down there, especially as a kid, that you don't want them. You want some room.
Nothing left to the imagination.
And not to mention things could happen. A little pee, you might poo, or get graphic. But Whitey and the Whitey, I know they come in different colors, but traditionally they were Tighty Whiteys. Mm-hmm. We should have a Tighty Whitey party. We should have one because
we could do the Nonsense Zone Tighty Whitey party.
Because just think of the morale. I mean, it would be uplifting and nothing but out loud laughter the whole time.
So they're Tighty Whiteys. My wife calls them Whitey Tighties, and I've never really understood that. But we could have a party.
Crushing your pepper from beginning to end. Picture your pepper. Picture it. Peeking through the screen door.
Oh, hi there.
Hi there. Let me out. What I wouldn't do to catch somebody in their tighty. You ever see like old school guys, like years ago, old fellers, they had tighty whiteys, but they weren't tighty. They were loose and baggy whiteys, worn out whiteys. Oh no.
No.
Oh no, Andy. No, Andy. No.
So yeah, I mean, you have the tighty whiteys or the worn out whiteys.
Oh,
I mean, everybody knows, like, oh, yeah, something went on there.
Oh
yeah.
Ooh, the things that are trapped in them tighties, they get so overwhelming that they become loose and baggy whiteys. My God. We had a friend. I was at a mutual friend's house. I forgot. And I stole a pair of his father's.
I was just going to bring that up.
Whiteys.
Yeah, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, you did. You chased him around. And he ended up getting horribly mutilated that day.
No, that was
unrelated.
That wasn't those whiteys, but that was a tighty whitey incident. Yeah.
Yeah.
We almost watched a friend of ours die over a pair of dirty tighty whiteys.
You were chasing him with them, weren't you?
Yeah, we were on four-wheelers. We were playing a game where we were throwing what a name for it? I can't remember. He was paying attention. I think it was either to me or somebody looking over his shoulder as he was getting attacked by the whiteys. He was next.
Wasn't it BXT's tighty whiteys?
I don't know. They might have been.
I think that's what you called it, wasn't it?
Well, no. The ones that I stole ended up in one of our vehicles for like 6 months.
Oh, okay.
And then we found a dirty pair of tighties and we played a game. And none of us wanted to get hit by the tighty whiteys. And our friend, he drove himself right into a big, huge snowplow head first just to avoid getting hit by the tighties.
And then it shattered his helmet that he was wearing.
Oh, yes. Oh,
messed his face up.
Ripped his face right open.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah, it was worth it. It was.
Oh, sure.
It would have been funny if we used the tighty whiteys to dab his face.
Right, and bandage him up.
He's bleeding over here. We had time off.
We got to make a tourniquet on his face. Stains.
Use the yellow part. Use the yellow part.
Squeezing his head through like one of the leg holes.
Just stay still, damn it.
We're trying to save your life.
It's working.
He's still alive.
I'm doing it. Yeah, but just emergency room doctor, like, what the fuck?
Didn't you end up writing BXT's tighty whiteys on them? I think, or somebody did.
Oh yeah, me and our policeman Joe, our friend there, policeman Joe.
So imagine if they had that on him when he took him to the emergency room. It's like, it says on there BXT's tighty whitey.
Who is this fella? They seem to be a little loose.
And stained.
P.U.
Yeah. Which actually going to save this for later, but yesterday, our friend RB's birthday.
Oh,
happy birthday, RB.
Oh, it's August. Yeah. I probably would have guessed a month, but not. Yeah. Happy birthday, R. I hope you had a refreshing day. I guess we all should be a little alarmed that everything tastes like chicken.
It's a little alarming. We should definitely be alarmed about that.
Yeah. I just popped it in my head.
Check in with the Olympics again. How's that going? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yep. Okay.
Tastes like chicken.
That is true. Yes.
Have you ever made the reference, besides the alligator, that something tastes like chicken that wasn't chicken? Not to name it. No.
I don't think so, honestly. Not in all seriousness. No. I mean, I might probably made a joke here or there, but
it tastes like chicken. It's not chicken, you idiot.
I don't think I even did I even say that about the alligator?
Oh yeah,
I did.
Yeah,
okay.
I joked that they were out there. We were joking that they were out there killing the alligator. An intense, dangerous job. I said, nobody eats chicken anymore, and you said, well, it kind of tastes like chicken.
Oh, okay.
Well, then order the chicken, you idiot.
Well, that's what the guy that was catching the gator was saying.
Fucking chicken.
Will somebody order the chicken?
He gets pecked to death by a rooster.
He's got like, I'm running out of fingers here. This never happens when anybody orders chicken.
Everything tastes like chicken.
Oh, let's see. I have a minor announcement here, so we'll just jump into. I don't have any words for it.
Run.
I thought my running season was pretty much over, but now I'm going to be running the Niagara Falls half marathon in October.
Oh, he's got the runs again.
Yeah. So
Andy.
Yay me.
Yay, Andy.
Yay.
He's got the runs.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So that'll be good because I mean, one thing I've figured out is this.
Oh yeah.
This fat is part of me. Oh, yeah. Part of who I am now.
Sure it is.
And it makes it harder to run.
People are going to see that shaking on your way through over the finish line.
Mm-hmm. It'll be the opposite of our Olympic coverage. People will be like looking away.
Oh, you should drape yourself in spandex from head to toe.
I'm going to wear the same thing the beach volleyball players are wearing.
Oh yes. Yeah, I think we're alone now. Doesn't seem to be anyone around.
I like to sing that when I'm in the bathroom, in a public restroom. If you're in a stall and somebody comes in and sits at the stall next to you, you start singing. I think we're alone now. It doesn't seem to be anyone. I had a moment that now. I actually am neurotic about not doing that at not doing number twos at a public bathroom. Very neurotic about that. But I was at a urinal and I could hear somebody in the stall. Oh yeah. And you ever get to the point where you're like, I want to hurry up and finish because I don't want to see what's about to come out of that. And
yeah, you put the noises with the face.
The noises were like, duh, duh.
Oh, that's what you should do the peek over. Oh my god!
So I hurried up my pee because I was like, something's about to come out of there, and I could hear he was finishing up. He was finishing up, and I was like, "Hurry up!"
You ever go pee next to the turbo peers? Like you ever have to pee? Like you gotta go pee, and it's like I notice it all the time. I'm thinking, did you have to pee? They come in, they join you at the urinal, you're already going or whatever, and they're there for like 10 seconds. I'm thinking, did you even take your pepper out? They're then they're out. I'm thinking, you didn't even have to pee. You didn't have to pee. I'm gonna confront the next one.
We have just for thing for those people.
Oh, just a little bit of trickle. Just throw one of these on. Show it.
Damn it.
Show it, you idiot.
I'm trying.
Show it.
It takes.
Oh, takes no. Andy. Oh, Andy, you ruined the joke. You ruined the joke.
There it is.
Oh. See, the pepper wants out.
There's no point even going into the restroom. You look to what our good friend Lenny Bruce did.
Just pee. Just pee.
With dry shield.
Water. Oh yes, 25.
With dry shield, and it neutralizes odors, which that could help with some of Lenny's farts. They're quite rank. So according to this, if it neutralizes odors, I mean, I think you're good on both ends.
That's like the I can't think of it.
Okay.
Odors. They say odors.
Yep.
You know, that's like that spray. You ever see the spray poopery, they call it?
Poopery works. You're not using it right. You spray it before you go.
You're spraying it in the commode, like, it depends on, the way you're feeling. Should you go for an extra squirt? Like, I rushed in here, so it's getting 3 more.
I know exactly what you've been eating and everything.
Yeah.
Empty the fucking bottle.
Yeah. If you had salad for like the last 24 hours, you'd be like, a couple spritz. But you had the buffalo chicken salad with the meat lovers pizza. You're like, yeah. One more for good measure. Oh, poopery. Oh yeah, little dabble, do you? Poopery. That's enough. People gotta poop, Andy.
Everybody poops. There's a book.
Remember,
I've read it to my daughter.
remember in our younger years, we'd go into like a shopping mall or something, me, you, and our other fella friend, and some poor bastard would come into the bathroom and go shart. And while they were sharting, we'd shut them lights off and yell obscenities. I mean,
I don't remember yelling obscenities. I remember seeing
yeah.
I remember seeing a guy come into a restroom that we were in, and there were no windows or anything. And we all looked at each other, walked over, waited for him to get seated and everything, flipped the lights down and left.
That was before cell phones, so he was
Oh yeah.
no backup light.
It's because of people like us that they took away light switches on there aren't light switches in the schools anymore. There aren't light switches in the public bathrooms anymore. And it's all our doing.
Somebody that we got came up with the idea.
Yeah, like, hey, I'm going to come up with a way to stop this from happening.
Now what am I supposed to do? Yeah, I don't think there was any. I think our pal, there were obscenities, but I think our pal gave a, "Are you shitting?"
Oh, I do remember somebody doing that. Yeah.
Oh yes. I mean, put the guy on the spot and then put his lights out.
Yeah. You're sitting in a pitch black room, like, it just like. Was there guesswork? Was there a waddle to the light?
Yeah. He would have got caught in the middle of the bathroom like I did the locker room. What the hell are you doing?
Lenny, what are you doing in here?
Oh no. I wasn't alone.
Yeah.
I had male companionship.
That's a good way to put it. I had male companionship.
Yep. Before it was rogue. We were in the showers together.
Before it was rogue? I don't even know.
I remember that. Well, I mean, now everything's cool. Everything that was frowned upon years ago, we'd be cool now.
That's true.
But God, did you hear about them too? They were caught in showers last night in the dark. I'm like, fuck yeah, they did. Back then, our gym teacher drove himself off the road laughing at us.
I was driving home. And,
he'd get fired for that now.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He brought it up the very next morning. Like, I don't know what you guys were doing in that locker room in the dark, and I don't know why I speak with a Southern accent, but hey,
I grew up in Northern New York, 5 minutes from the Canadian border.
Hell yeah, I did. Y'all. That's right, y'all. We should have butt flossed with him too.
Oh no, I forgot to mention when I was talking Olympic coverage that there's always been the story about the original Olympics were played in the nudity or in the nude, and actually did a little research on this, and there's two stories. There's two stories relating to the question of whether nudity was actually a thing at the ancient Olympic Games. One story states that there was a runner from Megara or whatever, who in 720 BC was the first to run naked in a stadium race because he lost his shorts while running the race. Remember modified basketball? We'd sit on the bench whenever Len would come in, and we'd count how many times he had to hike his shorts up.
I mean, would it kill them to put some strings in them suckers?
We kept a tally.
I mean, so one size fits most.
As our coach at the time leaned over and he's like, have you noticed that like every 2 seconds Len's hiking his shorts up? And so he's like,
I'm open. I'm open.
So then we're like, well, I don't remember whose idea it was. It might even have been the coach's idea. He's like, let's keep a tally. So we're we call a timeout at some point where we're like, Len, you pulled your shorts up 24 times.
Yeah. I was high score.
Right.
I didn't have any idea who scored what, but they knew how many times I pulled my shorts up. What the hell was the final score again?
We don't know. Well, Len pulled his shorts up. But could you imagine this guy? He was running. He ran in something called the stadium race, and he lost his shorts while running.
You kept going.
Didn't even trip him up or anything. Just
Ah,
yeah. Another tradition is that it was the Spartans who introduced nudity in the Olympic Games in the 8th century, as it was a Spartan tradition. So it's not clear if the very first recorded victor at the Olympia, Corbosus, who won the stadium race in 776 BC, wore shorts or not. Seemed fairly clear that by the 8th century, nudity was common for the male contests.
They freed him up. He was faster. He wasn't fighting. This pepper wasn't smashed.
So I'm going to run Niagara Falls race naked.
I think you should. Just think of the freedom.
There's laws against that, though.
There's laws for everything now. Break the law, Andy.
Well, it's on the Canadian side of the border, so they're a little freer with things there. So it could.
Just think, if you're being chased,
allowed.
you're being chased by the police, you might run faster.
That's true.
Better time.
That's true. You stand a better chance of getting away from them.
I hope they catch you.
Me too.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey.
So there was that announcement, and there was the Olympics. So it's time for nonsense news.
Oh, this is nonsense.
Oh, nonsense. Still got to work on getting some music for that. But so there's weekly dildo races at a bar in Dallas, Texas, called the Whippersnapper. It is known for its unique, irreverent one-off events such as Barbie Land and Willy Wonka pop-ups, as well as 90s themed parties. But every Thursday, the Whip, as it's called, invites customers to race dildos, vibrators to be more specific. Contestants choose from the bar's in-house selection of dildos, which come in a wide variety of vibrant prints ranging from roses to aliens, and they pick the intensity of the setting that they think would be most effective. Then they place the devices on top of a sloping track and let them buzz and jerk all the way down. The first dildo to cross the finish line and its operator makes, and then if they make it to the next round, the champion of the evening wins $100.
Yeah.
So you're gonna planning. You're gonna go to the dildo races this week.
Oh yeah,
the 2-stroke dildo.
What a bunch of dicks.
I see what you did there. Hey.
Oh yeah. Hey.
Oh, throw the yeah at the end.
Woo!
There was a McDonald's employee who was sentenced to prison for setting a dumpster fire because the restaurant was too crowded. Joshua Darrell McGregor, 34 years old, was sentenced to 5 years in federal prison. He became frustrated that the store was too busy. He also filmed the fire with his cell phone and posted the video to social media. McGregor was training to be manager at that establishment. And we both worked at McDonald's.
He was going up the corporate ladder.
Can you imagine if I remember it was a thing when you're working at McDonald's and a school bus pulls up. And everybody goes into panic mode. And there was even an occasion where multiple buses would pull up and you'd be like, freak out and just start making Big Macs. And Imagine if we just went out and set the dumpster on fire instead.
Fuck those. Funny you say that, because that was the funniest job I ever quit. The funniest way I ever quit a job.
You did. Now that was funny. Yeah.
It was funny because they were busy.
Go on, then. You go ahead. Go ahead and tell the story.
I showed up. I was in high school. I was like, what the fuck? It was a Saturday. I didn't want to be there anyways. But I did need more time, more hours to make it worth my while. So I showed up. It was the one in Canton. That's gone now. Sadly, it's gone. But anyway.
Sad.
So, showed up. I wasn't really, like I said, didn't want to be there when I showed up. Oh, the place was just big. Lines out the front door. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like 20 minutes early. So I went in and I remember going up to the manager and I was like, yeah, I'm going to kind of need more hours because, it's not really worth my while. They're working 2-3 hours here and there. And she kind of ignored me. I was like, you fucking asshole. So the other manager yelled up from out front. She yelled in the back, and she's like, Lenny, you could go ahead and punch in anytime. We're super busy. We could use the extra help. I was like, I bet you could. So I was like, yeah, I got to go to the bathroom real quick. And she's like, okay, hurry. I was like, hurry? So I'm in there taking a leak, and I got my stupid uniform on, and I'm like, this is some bullshit. I was like, you know what? What the fuck am I doing here? So I was like, fuck this. I just walked out the back door, got in my car, and left. I kept the uniforms and everything. I was like, oh, fuck this.
So I got hired at the same McDonald's to work with Lenny, and we actually spent about 10 minutes working together, and we laughed so hard when we just saw each other both wearing the McDonald's uniform, and we stood in the kitchen and we just laughed at each other. And then he punched out and left. And then he quit. Then he quit like a week later, and I'm like, no,
he did too. He's like, he works at McDonald's.
Oh, and they used to do stuff. They'd show up when I had to work at McDonald's on a Saturday in the middle of the summer. It'd be 95 degrees, and they decided to write in ketchup on my car, "Hi, Andy." And they were just writing different things all over my car, not thinking that ketchup, I have a full day shift. That ketchup baked into the paint of my car. I'm out there just like, it's not coming off. I'm just like, thanks, Len. It was Len and Delbert, I believe.
Yeah, it was they say the best things come to those who wait, Andy.
Yeah.
I like it.
Len quits as soon as I get hired.
Those were the good old days. I'm like, you know what? Fuck you. I wonder if they sent somebody in the bathroom. They must have sent somebody in the bathroom to check on me.
Probably, yeah. Did I mention? I might have mentioned this on the show already, that I had the arrangement, like, apparently, especially when you're talking about a college town, where you get a lot of drunk college kids coming in, but it's pretty normal for people to go into the bathroom and poop on the floor.
Oh,
and it was always somebody shit on the floor. Who's got to go clean it up? And I'd tell them, we had things called Katya cards, which meant you get a Katya card that was like a coupon for a free value meal. And of course, I'm either a college kid or just getting out of high school. I would tell my manager, 5 Katya cards, I'll go clean up the shit. And she's like, I can't do that. And then a few minutes later, she'd walk out with 5 Katya cards and like, go ahead. And that was like the running thing. Like, oh, somebody shit on the floor again? You know the price.
Yeah, the next day you're like dipping your fries with this. Well, you betcha.
It was the Katya. It was the value meals that were paid for by poop.
You were the quicker picker upper.
I was. I cleaned up a lot of shit, but I got a lot. I like basically ate free for a month.
Yeah, that's living.
Yeah.
Well, you paid your dues, Andy.
Who thought? Who would have thought? Apparently, it's a college town thing. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe just people go into McDonald's and shit on the floor anyways. I mean, we know a guy that was apparently I think he drank a lot of beer or something, but I mean, he didn't ever take a solid shit. And I remember he walked in and put his ass up against the wall and just sprayed shit across it.
Oh yes.
I didn't clean that one up. I heard about that one, and I was like, no, I wouldn't have done that for 10 Katya cards. I wasn't going to touch that. We
were in Burger King in Ogdensburg years ago, and there's a fella, might be the fella you're thinking of. He came out, he's like, we got to get out of here. And I was like, we were just getting done anyways. All right, he was in a big yank. We're like, all right, well, let's go. And on the way by, he pushed open the door, and he did just that. I don't know how a human pulled it off, but it looked like somebody went in there with a 5-gallon pail of Hormel chili and just threw it against the wall. It was still running down the wall. Like, oh, fuck. We're like, let's get out of here.
Hold on a second. If you find yourself at a fast food restaurant, please don't just destroy the bathroom with poop. That would be wrong. Mm-hmm. Okay. That was my PSA. Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah,
poor sap has to clean that up.
Oh,
and they're probably
dude.
making minimum wage. And
that was 20 years ago. Let me tell you what.
I was probably making $5 an hour. Yeah. Cleaning up shit.
It's fucked up, funny shit that I've done and weird, funny shit. I got mixed feelings on that one. I was like, boy, fuck. Same thing as we got out in the vehicle earlier. I was like, some poor fuck. I would have if I was a manager, I would have shut that fucking place down.
Right.
I'm like, all right, everybody get the fuck out. This is it.
We're closed. We're out of business.
Get the yellow tape. Mark this mofuggy off because we're done for the day.
This McDonald's will be a Pizza Hut in 2 weeks.
Somebody walked in there like,
oh my God. Could you imagine just the terror? Just like a horror, like, oh.
I mean, that's if wow. I wish I could have saw the look on when he opened that door. It was like I said, he came out and got us. I was like, it was still running down the wall. I was like, oh my God. Like somebody murdered 5 cheeseburgers and a big bowl of macaroni and beef soup.
You know, a lot of really good-looking girls had sex with this man too. That's the part that I just never. I mean, a lot of really good-looking. In this area, it's such a small area. Most of the good-looking girls in our era at least had a night with this guy.
Yeah. He made nasty poopy.
He was just a disgusting man. Don't know. Moving on. There's a bizarre hair-licking incident. Devon Davis was bonded out of the Douglas County Jail on conditions that he does not return to the Arbor Place Mall or approach an alleged victim because the 34-year-old has been charged with simple battery after allegedly licking and sucking the hair of an 18-year-old woman that he did not know while walking through the mall.
First of all, they were at a mall. That's kind of funny.
And so he just saw a girl.
Ooh, I got something to tell you, Andy. Ready? Listen closely. Ready? You done with that?
Oh.
Are you done with that?
So I had an uncle by marriage. So he did it. I had an uncle by marriage that opened one of the first bottle redemptions in the area and actually made a ton of money on it. And I think it was my 30th birthday. Len and a couple other friends surprised me, popped up at my parents' house. We had a little party and they kept
Uncle
saying,
Frank was there.
They kept saying, could you imagine every time he hears a bottle open, he's like, because his business, he made a really good money with cans and bottles. And
he's in the living room here, somebody in the kitchen. You done with it?
Every time
somebody takes a sip, he's like, you done with that? I just opened it, Frank. You done with that? Following people around.
I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Frank.
A naked woman in jail tries violently jamming a sandwich into a cellmate's mouth. A woman already locked up was arrested again on Monday when she allegedly tried to force her cellmate to eat a sandwich that had fallen on the floor. Surveillance video shows the suspect, Tony Gallagher, naked in her cell around 1 p.m. when she grabbed a sandwich off the floor and apparently tried to get another woman to eat it. Gallagher grew violent when the victim refused and started to try jamming the food into the woman's mouth. It took multiple deputies now that's what you got to picture. Multiple deputies rushing in, trying to grab this naked woman and stop her from shoving a sandwich in somebody's mouth.
It was liverwurst and onions. Drop it, you pig.
So it took multiple deputies to detain the nude Gallagher and restrain her, the deputy noted. During the struggle, as authorities tried restraining her into a chair, she bit one lieutenant and struck other deputies. When asked if she was hurt, the woman said that she had suffered no serious injuries, but the soft palate on her mouth was scratched by the sandwich that was being driven into her mouth.
It was a Reuben with toasted Reuben.
It must have been toasted. It must have been toasted. You can only get that scratch from a toasted sandwich.
You want Panera bread? You got Panera bread. Oh, fuck this lady up. You're going to eat the baguette. Eat it. Telling the story, like, how'd you get that scar on your upper lip? I got it to a scrap. It was a pastrami on rye. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
No sauerkraut.
A man robs a Fort Myers sex shop and takes a $300 doll and more. So this is what the guy stole: the $300 sex doll, a double-ended dildo, a stroking toy male rose. I don't know what that is.
Sounds funny.
Condoms, erectile dysfunction pills, and male enhancement pills.
He eats them like gummy bears.
And a vaporator vibrator. And he did not take any money.
That doesn't even sound good.
The owner is offering a $1,500 reward for any tips that could lead to this person's arrest.
He wants justice.
So, and unfortunately, I can't do it because I'm using my cell phone as my camera. But when I was doing this story, I thought, I'm going to call my mom and put it on speakerphone and go down through this list and ask her if she knows what any of this stuff is. But I can't do it. That would have been funny.
Think she'd be truthful about it?
I guarantee my mom doesn't know any of what this is. So yeah, she'd be truthful. They don't think
the owner wants Veronica the doll back. It was Veronica.
Yeah, it was all about the doll, the $300 sex doll.
Hey, remember that time we went? We were going to go to your.
Bring that up. It was my bachelor party. Was me and my groomsmen were going to the Syracuse Nationals car show in Syracuse, New York, and my ex-wife. And ironically, today would have been our wedding anniversary today. But it's funny because she did not want me to go because she was not a very trusting person and yada yada yada. But she begrudgingly allowed us to go to Syracuse for one night to go to a car show for a bachelor party. And Len pulls in my driveway with a blow-up doll hanging out the window. And then
a cheesy dollar store blow-up doll at that.
And then he leaves his truck in the driveway, and we took I had a Explorer at the time. And so we took my Explorer to Syracuse, and then I get an angry phone call when we're walking into the gates at the car show, accusing me of, you guys took the sex doll, didn't you? I'm like, no. And he's like, well, I just went out and looked in Len's truck, and it's not in his truck. And I was like, he's like, God, it's behind the seat.
Uncle Joe took it. Remember your uncle came out and I didn't see him and I was dancing around. I was making a dance.
He walked out because he owned a business. So whenever somebody pulled in the parking or in the driveway, he'd come out thinking it was somebody for his business. And so he comes out and he sees the sex doll. He just turned around.
It was a dollar store blow-up doll with a fake wee-wee. The wee-wee was jiggling. You betcha. Wait, was it the guy or the girl?
It was a girl. It was a girl.
Okay. Right,
you had two? What'd you do? I never saw the male one. What'd you do with the male one?
Just at home. Sammy was at home.
By the way, my ex-wife was young. I'm sure a totally different person now. So we'll go on from that. I don't like to talk bad about anybody, but yeah, that was funny.
Oh yes, Uncle Joe came out and I had. Oh yeah, we were going to go out and party with them balloons. she thought that we were going to tag team that
blow up doll. Now, I'm wondering if we were going to be, in her mind, were we all like literally tag teaming him or taking turns, like taking it in? But it's still dirty.
Watching on. Two of us would be watching. The other guys would be watching.
Look at him go. Yeah. And the wildest thing we did that night was go to Subway.
Yeah. We would have popped Veronica so the balloon would give it. Yeah. Somebody would have been the last one with Veronica.
Yeah.
All right, this is it after you're done. This is it.
Nope, I'm going again.
We'd be rushing too because the last guy, everybody else would have been like done. Like, come on, hurry up, will you?
We're gonna end up going to Subway now. The restaurants are gonna close.
All this bullshit. Never go to Subway. Oh, we should have dragged Uncle Joe with us.
Probably would have been interesting. Yeah.
Oh yeah. A ball of laughs at mofug. Shut up. That's it. No. I'm done.
You're done? I have one more story.
You're going. You're going to blow up Veronica.
All right. Blow up Veronica. And a Florida man in a American flag Speedo does a belly flop in the background of a live news report during Hurricane Debbie. And I have a picture. Hold on.
Ooh, perfect.
I've got to go through this whole thing of me presenting the screen again.
You gotta name all these stupid windstorms and shit. Like, here comes Felix. Here he comes. Like, why? Why?
The stupid.
You gotta name them. People got a hard enough time naming their kids nowadays.
I know. Tell me about it. I'm trying to name a kid right now.
Yeah, there he is.
Yep, you see him in the background.
Oh, he's reaching for the stars.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's living.
Now, hold on. Let me get back so I can see. I don't know why, but this reminded me of the time that the police were next door to your house. And so me and, again, this is our friend RB. Again, happy birthday, RB.
Happy birthday.
We were standing up there and we, I don't know where you went, Len, but.
I watched on.
Yeah, we were up there like, let's go. Wouldn't it be funny if we stripped down to our underwear and walked down and checked the mail? Went out to check the mail. We would have had to walk past this house where the police were.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're asking the guy afterwards, like, hey, did you just see us come out and check the mail? And he's like, yeah, I'm talking to the police officer. And he's like, what the fuck are these two doing? We're just like, walk by, we gave a hearty wave.
Was it me and you? Whoopee! We're at my parents' house when we were younger. Somebody came to the door. I don't know if it was soliciting or what. And they were going down. We had huge windows in my parents' house. And
it was a census person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. And we banged on the window and moaned him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And he had to look up too. He had to look up.
Two giant bay windows facing over.
It looks like there's more than two people living here after all. I count 4.
He's walking out to his car.
full on bare asses up against the window. He must be like, this is some bullshit. Oh, yes. He dinged us.
I was actually part of that one too, though. So I
I was like, hey, you want to stick your bare ass up against a cold window and show this motherfucker what's up? You know how disappointed he's been.
Yeah, because he was like just doing his job, and he had a nice conversation with us. We touched him, and like, that was pleasant. That was nice.
See you later.
Oh, there's asses.
Oh no! Oh no! Ruined a good thing.
They didn't like me after all. It was
it was all a hoax. We put on a front.
But
what did you give a?
That was the Family Guy. Did you ever see the Family Guy where Stewie has Brian at gunpoint, and he's like pulls up to Joe, and he's like, tell Joe that he looks really good today. He's like, hey Joe, you look really good today. He's like, oh, thanks, Brian. I really needed to hear that. He's like, say just kidding, ha ha ha. And he's like, just kidding, ha ha ha. He's like, oh, I can't tell you how disappointing that. But he just kept doing things like that.
Oh, yeah, how disappointing.
I really needed to hear that.
There's something rolling around in my head that pertains to that, but I'll have to try to remember it for the next episode.
Next episode?
Yeah, something definitely was going great and ended with a funny. Oh, well, it's basically my whole life.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I can understand.
Set people up for like, oh, this has been great. Like, oh, like,
yeah.
yeah,
No, I understand that because there's so many times that like I'll set something up and I'll be like, all right, now if they react like this is going to be perfect. And then they don't react like this. And I'm like, then I'll just turn, or I'll have like the perfect joke and I'll be like, and I'll lay it out there and it went flawless. And then the person will be like, we'll come back with their own joke or this. And it's like,
oh, yes, the rejoker.
If it's better, that's great, but it never is. It never is.
I've known some hardcore rejokers that it got to the point where you didn't really want to be around them anymore because no matter how good the joke was, they tried to better the joke.
Oh yeah.
I don't mind. Like you said, I don't mind. I don't mind a good better joke. Like, oh yeah,
if it is better, yeah,
keep the joke going. Yeah, but
or if they did this, and it's like,
oh yeah, it's like no,
why
they didn't do that. You fucking fool. They didn't. That's
leave it alone. Enjoy the joke.
Yeah, just laugh at the joke, you asshole. There. Well, that was fun, Andy.
That was fun. Yeah, it was a good time.
It was a good time.
All right, everybody. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. I do want to say we are going to go back on the Schnozcast again soon. I just got to do it at a time when it works out for both Len and I. Weekends, especially during the summer, are rough, but they are a great group of guys. Go watch the Schnozcast. They've asked a couple times for us to come on again, and I've been putting them off. But yeah, definitely go check them out, and we will be on their show again soon. And then other than that, remember to drive fast, stay to the left, never play leapfrog with a unicorn. If the elevator tries to bring you down, go crazy. Party time.
Oh no.
And always keep on keeping on. Goodbye.